Hey everyone, today I'll be unboxing and reviewing Anker's popular cube charger. This is the 20-watt PowerPort 3 featuring fast charging, a foldable prong, as well as a 3.3 feet USB-C to lightning cable. One thing I noticed just taking a look at the box, it has some interesting protruding designs if you look closely, which is just a testament to Anker's marketing attention to detail, which I can really appreciate along with their customer service. But breaking the seal here at the top, we're greeted with firstly some paperwork in another pouch. Firstly, here is the feedback card. So Anker has pretty good customer service from my experience. So if there's something wrong with your product, don't hesitate to reach out to them. And then here is the user manual. Of course, it's very easy to operate. It's literally plug and play, but it also has some useful information such as the specifications here, like the input and output electrical details. And now we come to the actual products. So in this long box is the actual 3.3 foot or 1 meter long cable. One end is USB-C, the other is lightning, and you can see there is some reinforcement at the plugs, which is nice to see. Removing the plastic from the actual plug, here it is. You can see there's a single USB Type-C port in the front, and then in the back is the foldable prongs, and also all the printing of the specification and regulatory symbols. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, how does the size compare to Apple's stock options? So here on my left, I have the 5-watt charging brick that used to come with iPhones, and then here on my right is the Apple offering 20-watt charger. You can see that its size is a little bit narrower, but overall size is quite bigger, and especially because the prongs are not foldable, unlike the one here on Anker. Then comparing it to the 5-watt offering that Apple has, you can see if the prongs are pulled out that the overall size is definitely bigger than the 5-watt, which is to be expected since this is a 20-watt versus 5-watt charger. But of course, when the prongs are folded down, the overall dimensions are smaller. What this means is that it will easily fit in most pant pockets, and it easily stores in my everyday bag. And for the most part, it won't intrude on the other plug space if you plug it into, say, a wall outlet. It may be a little bit wide for certain power strips, but overall, I'm pretty happy with the compact size. But of course, the main thing of getting a 20-watt charger is to fast charge your iPhone particularly, or any other device. You could technically use this to charge anything that's USB-C compatible. But Apple lists on their website that the iPhone 13 lineup, for example, can fast charge with a 20-watt charger up to 50% in 30 minutes. So I went ahead, of course, and put that to the test. I plugged in my iPhone 13 mini here when it is at 20% battery, checked back in 30 minutes, and just after 30 minutes, you can see that the battery has reached just a little over 70%, so that claim is pretty accurate. But at the higher charging speeds, there's definitely heat involved, so I wanted to make sure that the plug wasn't overheating when it was charging. So I pulled out my thermometer, and you can see that the hottest point is just where the cable plugs in, and it's about under 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Other parts of the plug still remain relatively cool, so it definitely is able to maintain a good heat transfer. But the charging brick is only half the story in this equation. Of course, the other end is the actual cable, which is MFI certified. I do have a quick comparison with the stock Apple Lightning cable. You can see the Apple Lightning cable is a little bit more malleable. It's a little bit thinner. The Anker one is definitely thicker and a little bit stiffer. But the ends, like I mentioned earlier in the unboxing portion, are reinforced. So I do have high hopes that this will last for a longer time. The actual casing is also a little bit more glossy, so hopefully it won't pick up all the dirt and grime that Apple's cable tends to do. I also like to check if the reinforcement is a little bit too thick for certain cases. In this case, it fits perfectly fine with my Spigen MagSafe case, which I've also done a review on if you want to check out that video. So looks like the plug size is a little bit thicker than Apple's offering, but it still fits most cases. But in addition to power delivery, this is able to transfer data as well, so I'm able to use this cable to sync my phone to my laptop. So overall, after using this for about a month, I am very happy with my purchase. It's a good value. I appreciate the small attention to detail, like the texture found on the plug portion of the cable. It's just a little bit more grippy, so it allows you to easily pull it out of the power brick. The power brick itself also has two different textures. The top portion is more of a matte finish, so it's a little bit easier to, say, remove from the socket. but the foldable prong area is glossy plastic to be a little bit more resistant to grime. So overall, I think this is a good value. We'll just have to see over time if the white does start to yellow, which I can assume will probably do with most plastics. But this product definitely delivers on performance, and it's at a great value, even cheaper than what Apple offers for their 20-watt charger. So check out the link in the description to pick one of these up.